How's it gaming? I'm Phil the Blanks and welcome back to the Black Box Files with file number 6, Golf. It is super weird that there's no music or song here at the title screen. There's actually no music in this at all. It's super weird. I think they wanted the whole golf is quiet and peaceful sort of vibe. I have no idea. But this is easily the deepest game we've seen on the Black Box Files so far. If you like modern golf games that use that kind of meter, like the 3-click meter approach where you click once, you click again for your power, and then you click again for your accuracy. This is the game that basically invented that. So you can thank Nintendo for modern golf games. I mean, I'm pretty sure another company would have figured it out and whatnot, but no, it's very deep. There's 18 holes, a whole range of clubs you can use. There's win and everything. Let's just jump in there. There's 1-player stroke play, 2-player stroke play, and 2-player match play. We're just gonna stroke play. We're gonna stroke all by ourselves. That's not what I want to say. Let's just play golf. And there's a lot of information on the screen at one time. There's the how many meters away from the tee to the pin. The wind direction is pretty cool, but we're just going to shoot. Boom. And that's what I was talking about. You click once to start the meter, click again for the power that you want, and click again for your accuracy. I'm not amazing at this game, but I can get it without being like, 30 over par or anything like that. Ooh, at least landed on the green. And when you putt, you get the little arrows that show kind of the direction of the hill, kind of where how your, damn, that was a terrible putt, where your ball will go, basically, which is a unique idea. Instead of showing like a hill, which you can't really do very well in 2D when you're looking down like that. It's a pretty cool idea. That sounds par, not bad. Could have been a lot worse. But aiming is a little difficult in this. Like, we got the wind going down here, and you can't really aim super well. You kind of turn in intervals, so you can't aim really well. So you kind of use the wind a lot and that sort of thing. Ooh, nope, bunker. That's the bunker. That sucks. That's okay. There are plenty of different clubs you can be using. I tend to not change it very often. I just kind of a tap like that, and it works for me because the game does not tell you how far each club will take you at full power, and you'll notice it's still saying I'm 361 meters from the hole. It only shows you the distance from the pin to the tee, or the tee to the pin, otherwise, and that's not very useful. Now, the manual does have all the stats for all the clubs and stuff, but like, I'm not memorizing that. I don't have that open with me right now. I don't have the manual for this game. But if you do want to know, that is a way to do it. You just go online and like have it next to you all the time. But I find the game is still fairly easy enough to judge kind of how far you're going to go just by using the main club, your one wood. I don't know what clubs are called, and then just kind of gauging where you're going to go from that. So if you land in the trees at all, that is considered out of bounds. You don't get to shoot like through tree. Like there's no real topography other than the bunkers and out of bounds. So including water, for example. So you don't, ooh, that was close. You don't have to worry about hitting a tree, for example. Like there's not, like, you're not going to bounce off the tree like you do in like modern games or anything like that. So it's fairly simple for a golf game, but for the time, this is very impressive. Like, if I was someone who bought the NES day one, I probably would have, the machine would have came with Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt. I probably would have gotten golf, because out of all the major 17 games that came out on day one, this is one of the deepest. It's very impressive. It's a shame there's only 18 holes. I mean, I say it's a shame, but that's still very, very good, because they're pretty cool looking. But it would be nice if there was more to choose from. What's cool too is the manual actually has like a layout of what. Oh, that was such a. I should have putted or changed my club or something there. That was awful. The manual actually comes with an overhead view of all the courses together to make a cohesive looking golf course. It's very, very cool. Keen-eyed gamers, by the way, will recognize a few of these courses because 9 of them were chosen for Wii Sports. So when you play golf on Wii Sports, all of those courses are actually from this game, which I think is really cool. It's a really neat idea to kind of pay homage to like just an early NES game. It's really cool, keeping it alive, Okay, good. I just don't want to go in the water. Obviously, there's a stroke penalty if you do that, so you don't want that. But yeah, it's pretty neat. This is in Japan, especially, a very famous, very well-loved game. And it was entirely programmed by Satoru Iwata. We've talked about him before. He worked for HAL, he worked on pinball for the NES, and a bunch of other things, and later became president of Nintendo until he passed away in 2015. But this entire game was programmed by him. And it was designed by Shigeru Miyamoto, who, designed Mario and stuff. So, damn bunker, that's okay. No technical stroke penalty, but it means my next hit's going to be very crappy. But yeah, Shigeru Miyamoto designed it, which makes sense with Mario being the main golfer here. So if you're like, I've played every Mario Golf, if you haven't played this one, you haven't. Because it didn't start on the N64. In fact, there's a couple that we didn't even get in North America. So this was extremely popular, like I said. They were planning on doing a ladies' golf, which they didn't do for the NES or Famicom, but they did do for the PlayChoice 10, which is like Nintendo's weird NES arcade machine, where they have Tennis Versus and Super Mario Brothers Versus. They're basically as powerful as an NES game, except with a little bit of changes. When we looked at Duck Hunt last time, we looked at a little bit of Duck Hunt for that kind of system, where you could shoot the dog. So it's kind of the same idea, where sometimes they change up something or make it a little bit more advanced. But they had a ladies' version of this game. They also had a couple other versions too, where it was like Japan course, the US course, and there was 18 different holes on each of these. It was pretty cool. And we did get another game, which was the US Open, which was another Mario Golf game, and it was the first console debut for Princess Daisy. I think most people know this artwork. I just put it on screen for 2 seconds. There we go. But yeah, you get Princess Peach, Luigi, Princess Daisy, and they're the caddies, and it's just kind of neat. That one's definitely a much more improved version of this game with 18 more holes and just better physics and stuff like that. And it really shows the difference between a game that was released in 1984 and I think 1991, and just those 7 years difference was a huge difference on the same console. No! I was like, that was really good, and then it kept going. In real life, I am a terrible golfer. I cannot golf worth crap. I've been told I have a good drive, but that was literally over 10 years ago, the last time I did that. So, probably not anymore. So, question of the day, of course, obviously is, do you golf? And if you do you enjoy it? And if you don't, have you ever golfed? Because I don't golf, but I have golfed. I like mini golf a lot more. I don't know, mini golf is just funner for me, even though I'm a terrible putter. I'm just not good at sports in general, guys. Except for right now, I'm doing okay. I'm only +2. 2 over is not horrible. Let's try a little bit of a smaller club. 7 iron. Yeah, see, that works out pretty well. Whenever I think of golf, I think of that one Simpsons joke where Mr. Burns tells Homer to use an open-faced club, a sand wedge, and then Homer goes, open-faced club sandwich. And it's such a dumb joke, but it's so clever. I don't know, I've always liked that one. But yeah. This is golf. There's not a whole lot to say. I mean, you're seeing exactly what it is. But it's man, this is so much... that was in the water. Where do I start right there, though. Okay. But again, for the NES, this to me is very, very impressive. It's very good. The golf game I grew up with, we bought our PC in 1994, our IBM Aptiva, and it came with a Jack Nicklaus Golf. And we played that a lot. Dad loved that. It also came with a something Lynx. I don't know what the actual name was called, but it wouldn't run properly, and we had to run it on OS2 Warp, which was this really weird operating system. If you're enjoy PC history and kind of retro stuff and just kind of weird stuff that died off, check out OS2 Warp. It was very weird. But that also came with our Aptiva, so we had 2 operating systems on there, which was super weird. But yeah, that's the one I played a lot. So this would have been a massive downgrade for me. So, but for 85 in North America, 84 in Japan, this is very, very good. We're +3 now. I don't know if I'm going to get a birdie at all or anything. If you don't know already, by the way, the lower score is the better score in golf. You want to hit the ball into the hole in the lowest amount of strokes as possible. That's a bogey, which means the +1. Every hole has a par, which is the kind of goal of shots. And this is a par 5. So, you want to hit it in no more than 5 to get par. If you get lower than that, it is a birdie. It's a -1. 1 under. And if you get 2 under, it's an eagle. And I believe if you get 3 under, I think there's 2 names. It's like a double eagle, but it's also called an albatross. I'm not sure if that's an actual thing or if I made that up or I heard it somewhere. That's how little I play golf, but that's the... Ooh, that was close. Not going to get it from here, so I'm probably going to get par here. +4 now. 4 over. Which, I don't know, in real life, that might be actually pretty good for this course. Oh, no, damn. Oh, another bogey. That sucked. Oh, tap, tap, tap it in. There we go. It'd be really cool with Nintendo World and Universal Studios. If it got so big that Nintendo could branch off and do their own full-on theme park, and like they had a golf course, they just recreated this golf course. That'd be really, really cool. I mean, like, Disney's big enough, man. They have their own golf courses. Why can't Nintendo? I know it's different. There we go. There's a birdie. There's a birdie. Now we're we're 4 over instead of 5 over. We're definitely not going to make it like even or under for the whole thing. I mean, we're on hole 15 already. This game goes by fast. It's a fast game. Oh, geez. But I imagine people who bought the NES back in '85, like, this is the type of game where you really perfected your game, right? Like in real life, like in real golf. I guess why they wouldn't make this in real life is because there's so many little islands. It'd be hard to do. Oh, that was a terrible shot. Oh, Phil. Bad, bad, bad. That's a long putt. Ooh, no, not even close. That was awful. That was awful. No, obviously they would make better golf games. I mean, not just on the NES, but in general. Mario Golf being kind of what Nintendo now does. The N64 one's really cool. The GameCube one's really cool. But just like the tennis games, it's all about the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance version, which is a little miniature RPG with a story and levels and stats. It was very, very cool. They're very neat. I don't know why they don't ever want to do those types of things for the console versions. It's such a shame. Because even on the 3DS, I believe they made a golf game. They made a tennis game for the 3DS, but they just made it like the console ones. Nice, another birdie. And they didn't include that type of stuff. It's such a shame. It's definitely one of those like forgotten little eras of Nintendo for the handheld systems. They were all made by Camelot, guys who made Golden Sun. That's probably what they're most famous for. That was almost out of bounds. Even though you can see like the trees in Mario's point of view there, don't worry, you can't. Damn. Ooh, that doesn't count in the woods. Good. Yeah, you can't hit the trees, so don't worry about it. Yeah, we're definitely not getting even here, because this is for par. Oh, nice shot. That was good. All right. We're going to get +4 probably, unless I bogey here. I'd love to birdie, but it was a par 5, maybe. Maybe? I don't know. Don't go in the... Oh, is that bunker? No, it's not the bunker. Nice. Okay, cool. I might get a birdie on this. I'd love a +3. Okay, this is actually not bad. Boop. Love that. Come on, birdie. Birdie try. We're right there, too. I can do it. Go, Mario. Yay! All right, +3. 3 over's not too bad. That's a lot of fun. This is a really fun one. I like it a lot. But yeah, it goes to show how impressive the Nintendo was in 1985 for North Americans compared to the Atari and the Intellivision. But yeah, that is it for golf, though. There are definitely better golf games for the NES, but this is a great start. And next episode, we will be back to the light gun, the Zapper, with file number 7, Hogan's Alley. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this episode, click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon to know when the next episode is up. If you want to support my channel, share some videos with some friends and consider supporting me on Patreon.